Venice is a very special place. Surfing, skating, just the creativity that kind of develops out of this place. It brings people from so many different backgrounds together. Finding my voice. I guess you have to find your voice by doing things. I'm Willy Duerr, and I guess in a nutshell, I'm a creative person. I'm constantly kind of changing my path in life and doing new things. And I'm really bad with labels, so I just like to call myself an artist, a creative person. Someone that likes to do unconventional things, follow kind of an unconventional path. My dad was a musician, and my mom was always into drama and theater and acting, so they kind of took unconventional paths, and I think that really influenced me and my siblings. My brother was a big surfer and skater and kind of grew up tagging and kind of sucked into this street urban culture. And I always looked up to my brother. And yeah, I always wanted to be the best skater, best surfer that I could be. I mean, my dad put me on a board at a pretty young age. I mean, I'm really thankful that my dad did that, because surfing and skating those things keep me sane. They keep me connected with myself. Whenever I'm skating, I just feel like I'm letting go and I'm just having fun and I'm being in the moment. I essentially kind of grew up here. You know, the people that I hung out with or aspired to be were usually from Venice. I remember surfing the pier at a really young age, and it was a completely different scene than it is now. It felt like a small world, you know, like you kind of knew everyone. I remember just surfing at the pier and seeing all the locals on the pier, like trying to surf my best to impress everybody. And I grew up surrounded by, you know, Bagel, Rick Massey, all these local legends. Everyone kind of had this sentiment towards one another and understanding, and, you know, you could have gone through something really rough, but the next morning just go to the pier and see your buddies, and, you know, it was just being like present and just enjoying life. It was inevitable for me to aspire to be like the people from Venice. The whole Venice community were kind of like the spotlight, you know? I was just a little kid that was witnessing them. But I think as I got older, I realized I didn't want to be like anyone else. I want to be my own artist, my own creator. I want to be unique and different. Is there a broader vision and, you know, connecting with people and kind of like exploration of life? The second I picked up a camera was like my life had changed, because like I could just walk down to the boardwalk and ask to take people's portraits and build a collection of portraits of people that come from across the world. But I think Bagel really inspired me, because he had this sentimental connection to where he was from, and he documented that. And that's like, it was like restoring a place. I remember just seeing Bagel's photography at maybe when I was around 16, and being really struck, like, wow, he documented a time that very few other people documented. And he built a community by doing that. Wherever I go, when I come back to Venice, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I'm at the place that I should be.
I want to go deeper, like in a younger age. Like I know who is your father, you know. I know your family a little bit, like. But I want to ask you, like, who is these people who raised you?
I was a pretty shitty kid, honestly. I mean, my dad had a heart attack when I think I was around the age of 14 or 15. And I put so much fucking stress on my parents. I'm sorry to my parents because I did cause them a lot of stress. And I think I caused a lot of people stress. So now it's like, how can I give back? It's like, I just want to be someone who gives back and also proves a lot of people wrong.
Shouts out Wagner. He's in the house right now. Me and my brother Willy. And we're having a great time. Welcome to Venice, baby. You already know.
I try and do is like communicate with people, that's like the basis of everything I do. Like I do figurative paintings, I take photos of people, whatever I do, it's people oriented. And I think that's because my artistry and my sense of self is built upon other people. Because my whole entire life, I never fucking talked. You know what I mean? I was always I was just always like in the background. And I don't want to be in the foreground. I just want to be the one who's capturing and bringing people together, like connecting people. Venice is like this place of connection. You know, again, like Bagel has proven, you know, no matter where you're from, surfing, skating, just creativity are the things that bring people together in Venice. And so that's what I'm really intrigued by, like bringing together and collective of people, and how you can do that, and how you can maybe bring, you know, like the new generation. How can we connect the new generation to the older generations, or like how can we connect different demographics to each other? And yeah, that's my biggest goal in life, is like connecting people, whether it's to each other or to an interest, something that brings development but with good values. It's being in the moment, you know. Same with skating. I think all of my different interests are kind of connected. Like my skating is like completely reflective of my style of painting. I think growing up in Venice really structured the way that I think and the way that I create. And so I wanted to start to showcase this autobiographical viewpoint of, you know, who a person is. I've been kind of just doing little bios on different artists just with this camera right here. And, you know, asking them questions. I actually just did one with Bagel, which was really interesting because Bagel has a lot of cool stories. It's a Fujifilm X100V. It's a digital camera, and my brother says to lie and say that it's a film camera. But yeah, it's a digital camera. And yeah, so I've been documenting different artists and different creative people, and I want to keep kind of giving people a platform to showcase who they are. Like the most authentic, like I'm trying to, like, social media can kind of be convoluted, and although we're posting on social media, I'm trying to offer different artists and creatives like a very authentic representation of themselves and their work. And so I've been doing these little profiles, and I see myself kind of maybe doing a magazine of some sort, and then maybe doing more art shows and like just kind of doing more different styles of media. And yeah, I think this is kind of an idea, giving people a platform to kind of showcase themselves and connect with other artists and creatives. I aspire to be like certain people, and I am an inspired individual, but I'm always gonna be someone who wants to just do my own thing. I think life is just too valuable to be a follower. You know, every day is a step forward. My mindset is always changing. I'm always changing. I'm always getting better at what I do. I never want to feel like I'm stuck. Because that's the worst feeling for me, is like when I'm just stuck and I don't feel like I have a way of like expressing myself and like learning. But yeah, I don't know, I just am thankful to be here. Like, I don't know if the camera's catching the sunset, but it's, it's really, really nice. And I think we're blessed to be here.